Turn 2. Command phase. Both players gain 1 command point, but the Reaper's Wager immediately spends 1 to pass the Battle Shock test for the Venom, still clinging for the lateral objective with its last 2 wounds. The Drukhari remain at 2 command points, the Tyranids rise to 3. Malachor reaches out once more across the battlefield, seeking to extract pain from the swarm's creatures, but once again, the biological coldness of the Tyranids resists his pain adaptability. No new tokens. New secondaries are drawn from the Deck of Faith, behind enemy lines and a tempting target. But Malachor rejects the latter. Too risky, too uncertain. He spends another command point to discard it and shuffle Destiny anew. In its place, storm hostile objective. As for the primary mission, by controlling both the objective in their deployment zone and another one in no man's land, the Drukhari scored a solid 8 points. The Drukhari have traced their plan. Now they must execute it. Movement phase. The Venom, damaged, wavering yet unstoppable, darts forward into the enemy deployment. It halts near the Screamer Killer, a suicidal move for any other vehicle. But the Drukhari know no caution. They use their last command point to activate their scintillating tempo stratagem, wrapping the Venom in a whirlwind of speed and holograms that confuses the swarm senses. Overwatch fire never comes. 3 points on behind enemy lines already secured. The Talos advances toward the center of the field like a mountain of flesh and metal in motion, bringing itself into both firing and charging range against the Tyranid creatures entrenched on the central objective. The Arlequins sleep silently behind the central bastion, invisible until they choose not to be. The Kronos moved toward the center, sheltering behind an enormous rock, a perfect position for supporting fire. The Rider, carrying the witches and the other Harlequin troop, streak leftward, seizing the lateral objective in the Drukhari deployment. But the Tyranid warriors on the central objective have seen them. The warriors spent a command point to fire Overwatch stratagem. A hail of bioprojectiles tears through the air. One Arlequin falls, dissolving in a whirl of impossible colors. The Rux and the Ravager take aim among the ruins, calibrating their weapons for the coming shooting phase. And it is precisely at this moment that the Swarm plays its hidden card, A command point is spent. The ground trembles. 3 Raveners erupt from the depth of Vorgat 9 like serpents from the underworld, materializing exactly where the Ravager and the Rex are positioned. The ambush is perfect. Shooting phase. The Rux react immediately, opening fire on the newly emerged Raveners, vaporizing the nearby spore mines but failing to scratch the serpentine creatures themselves. The Raveners are intact. The Talos train its heat lances on the exocrine entrenched on the central objective, and nothing. The weapons jam. An impossible malfunction. A cruel joke of fate. The exocrine remains unscathed. It falls to the Ravager then, to deal with the threat. Its dark lenses rotate toward the colossal Tyranid creatures, now enhanced by the rapid regeneration stratagem, granting it a feel no pain of 5+. The Ravager opens fire. 4 wounds pierce the chitinous armors of the exocrine. But the beast regenerates, tissues knitting together, biomass recomposing. The Raider's dark lance joins the barrage. 4 more wounds. 8 total wounds out of 14. The exocrine wavers, but does not fall. The remaining fire from the Kronos and the Witches is lost against the creature's biological mass without inflicting further damage. The towering beast remains standing, immobile as a living mountain. Charge! Fight phase! The Talos charges the exocrine with the fury of a construct designed to annihilate. Its enormous gauntlets crash down upon the creature, claws that have torn apart battle tanks, fists that have pulverized bunkers. But the exocrine is too massive, too resilient. The blows glance off. The chitinous flesh absorbs the impact. The exocrine remains on the central objective with 6 wounds remaining. End of turn 2. Reaper's Wager. The Drukhari failed to score Storm hostile objective. The second tree is immediately discarded to recover 1 command point to the pool. Behind enemy lines, 3 points. Storm hostile objective, 0 points, discarded for 1 command point. Primary points, 8. Secondary points, 9. Command phase. Both players gain 1 command point. The Tyranids drop to 1 and the Drukhari rise to 2. The Swarm draws its secondaries from the Deck of Fate. No prisoners and established locus. The Exocrine, gravely wounded but still functional, faces the Battle Shock test and passes it easily thanks to the Tyranid ability to reroll 3d6 and discard the lowest result. Terror does not exist, and fear is an alien concept to the Swarm. As for the primary mission, the Tyranids control the objective in their deployment zone and 2 objectives in no man's land. The Swarm grip Titans to a stranglehold. 13 primary points are scored in a single turn. A wave of biomass suffocating enemy resistance. Movement phase. The Barbagons advance into the forest and consolidate on the Lightfall objective, swarming between carnivorous routes with a natural synergy. The Ravenous is lighter forwards over the ruin in enemy deployment, ready to strike the Drukhari rear. Serpents of chitin and hunger waiting for the perfect moment to bite. The Biovore takes position in the Swarm rear lines, observing the field with cold indifference. The Screamer Killer closes dangerously on the wounded Venom. The Tyranid warriors position themselves, defending the central objective, bioweapons aimed and ready. The Hive Tyrant also advances deeper into the heart of the conflict, positioning itself for both shooting and leading. Shooting phase. The Biovore fires first, hurling explosive bioprojectiles at the Harlequins hidden behind the bastion. One falls, dissolving in a cloud of colors and toxic ash. The Tyranid warriors unleash their entire monstrous volume of fire upon the remaining Harlequin squad. Bioprojectiles, bone spines, acid discharges, a deluge of biological death so dense it blots out the sun. When the storms clear, nothing remains. The Scream Killer vomits a stream of acidic flame at the raider. But the Drukhari vehicle is fast, elusive. Only one wound penetrates the armor. The Barbagans and the Hive Tyrants converge their fire on a single target, Malachor and his squad of Vraks. The sky darkens with bioprojectiles. The herd erupts in spines and acid. When the haze clears, the entire squad is destroyed. The Vraks fall like puppets with cut strings, and Malachor, the Ancient One, the Genius, the Homunculus, who had transformed pain into art, collapses to the ground, his twisted body finally silent. Charge! Fight phase! The Hive Tyrant charges the Talos to support the Exocrine still locked in combat. The Tyrant's colossal mass crashes down upon the Drukhari construct with the force of a biological meteor. The Talos is crushed, its hybrid structure of flesh and metal crumbling under the Tyrant's blows. But even dying, the Talos does not surrender. With its last scrap of resistance, the Drukhari activate the fateful roll stratagem. The Talos attacks before dying and its gauntlets crash down upon the Exocrine with mechanical desperation. 3 wounds pierce the Chitinous armor. The Exocrine staggers, gravely wounded. Then the Talos collapses, finally dead. The Exocrine remains standing, barely, with 3 wounds remaining. Screamer Killer charges the wounded Venom with the fury of a living avalanche. Claws as large as blades tear through the armor. Gulping mouths to swallow the propulsion core. The Venom explodes in a flare of dark energy and glowing wreckage. End of turn 2. Invasion Fleet. No prisoners, 5 points. Established locus, 0 points. Primary points, 13. Secondary points, 12.